welcome to the fourth episode of Musings with an Internist. Today I will keep it short and sweet because it's the middle of a pandemic and the kids are at home and some of us may be climbing up the wall a little bit. So let's get into it. I wanted to share something that my dear friend shared with me, and I keep coming back to it in my day-to-day life. And she mentioned to me one day, sometimes you just have to let people think that you're a terrible doctor. Now, intellectually, I think all of us realize this and agree. However, then notice what your brain is doing when you're at work on a day-to-day basis. Let's say you get a consult letter back that may have some wording that kind of disagrees or criticizes what you were doing, or you're having a difficult conversation with a patient or a family member and it's not going so well. Notice what kind of internal impulse you're having. Are you feeling maybe misunderstood or misjudged, or you want to explain and rationalize why X, Y, and Z were done, or explain to them that it's the middle of the pandemic, don't you know? So that is essentially an undercover way of trying to change somebody else's opinion of you, really. What about if we just let them think what they think? You're not fighting against their thoughts, their opinions about you. You're just focusing on the work. Now, notice that it's not coming from a place of, well, I don't care what other people think about me. It's not that energy. It's just letting go of trying to control what other people are thinking. The reality is too that all of us without exception will be somebody's best doctor and somebody's worst nightmare, no matter how good or bad a physician you think you are. That's the truth. The other thing that I think is important to bring up, especially right now, is where are we generating appreciation from? Right now, as the stress levels are high, both at work and sure in a lot of people's home life, everybody's on edge. And if you're unfortunate enough to be caught in the healthcare system at the moment as a patient or a family member, you're not getting updates regularly, you're waiting much longer. It's tough. So there's actually a lot of difficult conversation, a lot of complaints, a lot of negative discussions at the moment. And when you're hearing that externally, it's very easy at the moment to start feeling underappreciated or overworked or burnt out. Now, if we look at this, at the current state of affairs, we're gonna get a little down. But this is the time to really pay attention. Where is our own self-appreciation coming from? Is it coming from the outside world? Or are we having a kind, compassionate conversation with ourselves and appreciating what we're doing? And somebody pointed out to me the other day when I was doing an extra night call that, hey, if you weren't there, there may not be anybody else to cover. So give yourself thanks. And I never thought about it that way, but it's the truth. So, be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself like you would to your colleague. And don't look so much externally for everything that's going on outside. That's all I wanted to say for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all staying well, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.